Hello everyone, my name is Cam Robertson. I'm the grade 10 coordinator for the next school year, and this is our presentation regarding our Knowledge and Employability program. With me for this presentation is our grade 10 counselor, Trish Spink.
Hi, I'm Trish Spink, and like Cam said, I'm the grade 10 counselor and inclusive education lead.
And so together we'll walk you through a little bit of information about our Knowledge and Employability program. You may be a little bit familiar with this program already, possibly through some conversations with your feeder schools, and also you may be familiar with it based upon our presentation that we have already provided in the first three presentations that we provided to grade 9 students and their parents that you may have already viewed. So a little bit about our Knowledge and Employability program. First, this slide might be familiar to you already, but it shows what the Caney program really looks like. Okay, a student who completes successfully the Knowledge and Employability program graduates with 80 credits, and they've earned credit in English language arts at the 3-4 level, math, science, and social studies to the 20-4 level, so to the grade 11 level. They've completed phys ed and comm in their grade 10 year, and then 5 credits in some knowledge and employability occupational courses, CTS courses like mechanics and construction, foods, and other courses such as those, or in locally developed courses. As well, they've earned credit in work experience or work-related occupational courses at the 30 level. Okay, so we have in essence a 3-year program that is designed for our knowledge and employability students to meet all of those requirements and to graduate with that certificate of achievement. A lot of questions are always asked about really, why the Caney program? What are the benefits of the Caney program for students? And we know that putting together a high school program, the most important thing for all of our students is to put together a program that's going to maximize the opportunities for student success and really support a successful high school completion. We know that students experience success when their academic needs are matched with their with their educational plans. And our Caney program, we really commit the time and the resources and personnel to ensure that those environments are smaller in size in terms of student numbers, but also have the supports in place to help our knowledge and employability students be and experience success.
The goals of the Caney program, like Cam said, at the end of their time at Spruce Grove High School, students will have their Alberta High School Certificate of Achievement and they'll graduate with their peers. Another goal is for students to learn valuable work skills like being able to work with others, workplace safety, and just the ability to adapt to change. And finally, the Caney program's excellent for students, preparing them to contribute to their community in the workplace, to have academic success and just to want to keep learning. Our Caney teachers are the very best. They understand the importance of providing their students with the opportunity to learn, the importance of creating a community where their students feel like they belong. They provide their students with the knowledge they need to be successful when they leave our school. Our teachers set high standards for their students and give them the tools that they need to feel supported, and they're really able to connect with their students and know them as learners and also as people.
And so in terms of the structure of the program, year 1 sees our Caney students complete their 4 core subjects, typically 2 in each semester at the 10-4 level. And actually just to highlight, actually the Science 14 is actually a bit of an error there. That should read as Science 10-4. But they also complete their comm and their phys ed programming. Comm and phys ed are both required courses for a high school diploma and for the Caney certificate. And then they will complete 3 complementary and or Caney occupational classes. And so we have 3 main occupational Caney classes that our Caney students choose from. Food studies at the 10-4 level, mechanics at the 10-4 level, and construction at the 10-4 level. We do recommend that students choose 2 of those Caney occupational courses during their grade 10 year, because they do need to at least carry 1 of those all the way up to the grade 12 level in order to earn that certificate of completion. There is flexibility in choosing those other complementary courses. So if your student is interested in fine arts, Art 10, they can take Art 10. If your student is interested in the performing arts or musical theater, or is interested in computer-based programming, like our ComTech programming, we have Caney students that are in all kinds of different programming in our complementary course options.
Year 2, the students continue with their academics. They've got their 4 academic classes, and then the complementary classes that Cam just discussed. But this year we also add workplace practicum or work experience. So they start to focus on career development skills and career exploration.
And then in year 3 is a fairly flexible year. They conclude their Caney core course programming with their English 30-4 course. They move into their workplace practicum course as well to get some practical experience in terms of employment and employable skills or work experience skills. And they conclude those complementary classes or knowledge and employability occupational classes at the 30 level. So if it's a mechanics course they've taken at the 10-4, 20-4, they'll conclude that at the 30-4 level as well. It's important to note that in that 3rd year, there is, because there is more space in the timetable, and because the 80 credits that a student requires for that certificate of completion has been arrived at, likely, that students who are recommended and are able to or have the desire to transition to the diploma program can begin to make that transition during that grade 12 year. And in general, what that would look like is, we have just a few diagrams on slides here for you, but in general, that would look like an English 30-4 course being completed in that grade 12 year in 1st semester. And that student who's looking to transition to the diploma program would transition into English 20-2 and then English 30-2 in order to work on those reading, comprehension, analysis, writing skills, build those up, and then have the prospect for success at that grade 12 30-2 level. Similar kind of thing in social studies, although with social studies and math and with science, because they don't require that Caney course at the grade 12 level, they can begin to make that transition even in 1st term of their grade 12 year. We could timetable them into a social studies 20-2. Again, we do strongly recommend that teacher recommendation to be there. We want our students to be set up for success, and we want those foundational skills to be at a place where they can be built upon and added to, so that the students can be successful at that -2 level. In sciences, depending upon the student, we would go from the Science 20-4 and then teacher recommendation either to Science 14 or to Science 24. And then with math, again, a similar kind of thing. Depending upon their level of success in Math 20-4, we would go through to a Math 10-3 or a Math 20-3. Really depends on where their skill level is at. And you know what? Some of our Caney students will transition, and they'll come back for an extra half a year or something of that nature in order to conclude that transition. Others won't. It really depends on how we can timetable things for that student.
So is this program for you. So the Knowledge and Employability curriculum supports students in high school who are 2 or 3 grade levels below in their academics. Like Cam mentioned, your current teacher may have started to have conversations with you and your family about the Caney program because students are recommended for this from their feeder schools. It's for students who attend school regularly. Attendance is key to student success. Yep, it's for students who like school as much as they typically do at that age. And finally, it's a program for students who have expressed a desire to enter the workplace after completing a high school program, or they just want to feel some academic success before looking at other programs like trades, training, or transition programs.
And so during this open house, we do have, Trish and I are available for questions. We do have a G-Meet that is set up, and so we are available and absolutely happy to answer any questions that you might have regarding the Knowledge and Employability program, your student, and where they're at in their learning, and whether the Caney program is the right fit for them. So by all means, do connect with us via G-Meet, or by all means, over the longer term, there's our contact information on this slide here. But feel free to connect with your feeder school, and then us, and we can talk you through the process. So that's a little bit about our Knowledge and Employability program. We are looking forward to our Caney students joining us next year and watching them grow and be successful in their 3-year program. Thank you very much for joining us, and be well.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. We're looking forward to working with you. Take care.